And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
Fantastic movie.
I'm watching this movie maybe today, maybe after work. You are the last dragon. We did this for you, Lewis, because you're getting ready to fight. Of the glow. You ever see The Last Dragon?
Yeah, when I was like young.
Do you have the glow? Are you gonna have the glow when you fight?
No, I don't need the glow.
Lewis, you're the man. You're the master. It's all you've had the power inside you the whole time.
Yeah, it was just a belt buckle.
Is The Last Dragon with Bruce Leroy?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Show enough.
Yeah.
So good. Such a perfect 80s film.
What was the fortune cookie song?
With the guys, when they were singing the side? They go, Suki Yuki Sake Su. You suck it to me, I suck it to you. Put that part on, Lou. It's The Bonfire. Faction Talk Sirius XM 103. Big J. Okerson, the great Robert Kelly sitting with me as always. We have two great guests. One, I guess doesn't care about the show that much.
Maybe he's afraid.
He's ducking.
Maybe he's ducking. Dude, duck, goose, baby boy.
Flat tire.
Yeah.
Flat tire.
I'd say the same thing if I had to come face off against the Puerto Rican rattlesnake.
But his
person
opponent
at 6M.
at the Carnival of Combat coming up November 4th.
Oh, yeah.
10th?
4th.
In
November
St.
4th.
St. Pete.
Right.
St. Pete, the Heat in St. Pete. Carnival of Combat, baby boys.
It's going to be great. November 4th. The headlining event is Tim Butterly versus, of course, the reigning defending Ellis Mania champion, the Puerto Rican rattlesnake, Luis J. Gomez.
I ain't fucking around. I'm mean. I'm mad.
Why you
Just
mad?
coming off a fantastic. I got to watch about 45 minutes of You're Unmasked with Bennington.
Yeah.
We saw some fans outside to let us know, once again, you were crying.
No way, dude.
What's up?
They didn't say that.
What's going on?
Yeah, they did.
Why are you getting so emotional?
Did
Oh,
they
yeah.
tell you why I cried?
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah.
They told you with the moment that got me choked up?
They
What
said it was
it?
the moment if you told an 18-year-old me,
No, that's
then
not
I'd
it.
be here.
No.
I'm living my dreams, and
no,
I never thought it would
actually,
happen.
Actually, he mentioned Bobby Kelly and Max.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, Bobby Kelly's the closest thing I have to a father.
Now Bobby's gonna cry.
I fucking love you, man.
I literally said, he's the closest thing I have to a father figure, and I got choked up in that moment.
I fucking love you so much.
Everything's so beautiful. You guys are so sweet. Where's our Rocky 3 crying?
So technically, Dave Smith is the closest thing he has to a father as well.
Bobby was I didn't have a father. Why?
Then immediately I started fucking going, you guys are all gay. And I started yelling at people in the crowd.
You're a piece of shit, sir. Stop looking at me. God damn. The Carnival of Combat is coming up November 4th in St. Petersburg, Florida. Home of Bobby's actual best friend.
Wow.
Mike Calta.
Number one.
Yeah,
Number one
I'm
best
going
friend.
down to do Calta's show this week. Sell some more tickets, guys. If you're in fucking Florida or anywhere near Florida, get tickets because we need fucking more people in that crowd, guys.
Where is it going to be again?
St. Pete at some venue.
Is it
Some venue in St. Pete.
That's good promotion. Coastal
It's
Creatives.
great.
What do they fucking need? They need the no. They don't need me to say the name of it. They're fine. They go to carnivalcombat.com. They get the tickets.
First
It
of
says the
all,
name of the
don't
venue.
ever fucking talk to your father like that.
I said father figure.
Yeah, well,
Is that how you speak to your father?
he stabs me like his real dad.
Watch your tone. Watch your tone with your father.
Watch your fucking tone.
Hey, your father's speaking right now. There we go.
It's at the factory.
The factory, yes.
The factory at St. Pete.
Yeah, dude. Tickets start at $35. Come out, watch me beat up Tim Butterly.
Loser gets adopted by the winner.
Yeah, we're
Legally
doing
adopted.
The Who's Your Daddy match, me versus Tim Butterly.
I love it. The co-main event, Harrington versus Alex Stein.
I'm interested in the Dylan versus Crackamico.
The Wigger match.
That looked like it got a little heated at the weigh-ins.
They got wild, dude. They did not like each other, dude.
They don't like each other, and I felt bad for Dylan because he got really mad because he got slapped and then he slipped, which
He
sucks.
didn't get slapped. He didn't get slapped.
I slapped and slipped.
He got pushed.
slopped.
He got
He's-
pushed. He was like shoulder pushed, basically, but he slipped. There was Alex Stein and everybody was out there throwing water all over themselves, which was funny, but it made the stage wet. So Dylan fell, and then instead of just like, it was all immediate reaction of like he was so embarrassed from falling, because that's going to read not as a slip, it's going to read as he got pushed on the ground.
Well,
And he got
I
up-
don't know.
he
I
got
think
up
I think it read as him
angry.
slipping because he started like running at him, but running in place for a full 3 seconds, and then he went.
Here's the thing in your head when you get that rageful and angry, and me and Lewis know this. I don't think you know this because you're a very sweet man.
What?
But you get very, well, except with Christine.
Yeah, okay,
But
that's fair.
When you get that mad and you're coming back at somebody and you slip and it's uncontrollable falling,
Christine.
it makes the rage.
First of all,
worse.
you could be in this moment. You don't got to be in this moment, dude. If I'm walking down the street and I slip and I fall,
It's the end.
the anger that I feel, like just being on the floor, and when people come over you and like, "Do you need help? Are you okay, sir?" I'm like, "Get the fuck away from me right now."
That's how I used to feel when I did CrossFit.
What?
When I did CrossFit,
Oh,
when I was at the games, and when I did CrossFit, that was the thing. If you were the last few people to finish, or the last person to finish, which would happen at times, especially if there was like a running thing involved, whatever you're doing last, they're not supposed to let the class go until everyone finishes. And what they want you to do is it's supposed to be technically it's a team sport somehow.
So the class was there for 4 hours.
Buddy.
People smoking.
No, it was just worse. It'd be like I'd have to do 30 sit-ups left, and they just have like 15 people standing in a circle around me, counting and going like, "You got this. You earn it. You gotta want to keep going." And I'd go every time I'd sit up, I'd go, "Guys, seriously, like I can't. I hate this. Get dressed.
Please
go
stop.
do your thing. Like I promise you, I'm gonna get this done in a minute. Just stop doing this." And then they would just. He's like, "No. It's a team. Everyone encourages." And I'm like, I fucking hate this.
I don't want encouragement.
Yeah.
I don't. Let me just finish. I don't care. I want to be a fly
fat
on the wall.
middle-aged mom yelling at you. You got this,
Exactly.
Big J.
Exactly. I did it. You can do it.
Let me do 22 and pretend it's 30, and we're gonna all move on.
Thank you. That's what I would do. Oh, dude.
21.
When I would
28.
get so behind on wall balls, do something like that, I'd be like 7, 11, done, and move on to the next thing.
Slipping when fighting. I go to a fight with this kid, small kid, wrestler. Didn't know that. I'll never fight wrestlers. We were fighting on ice, and
You don't know until you've been double leg taken down.
this kid.
You were young?
I was like 20 something when I first started comedy. It was after a show.
Oh, okay.
And we all went back to this house to party, and I had cowboy boots on because they were in at the time.
What?
Yep.
They were never in.
They were in.
Unless it was the 20s in the Midwest.
In the early 90s.
No, I see what you're saying.
Early 90s.
But it wasn't a good look. My step-pop was trying to pull it off a little bit.
Well, you know what? It was a good look on me. And
Did you have pleated pants on?
I know I had fucking tight Jordache. You out of your mind?
Jordache.
Jordies,
I think
baby.
those were for women's asses.
Yeah, my ass too.
your feminine ass.
I remember the kid. We went outside to fight, and I slipped because I was on ice on cowboy boots, and this kid picked me up and just dumped me on my fucking neck, and I was like, I'm in trouble. And my friend, who's a fighter, was there, like a Lewis type of guy. He's like, get up. He wouldn't let me quit.
Oh, yeah.
And I so wanted to quit. I just wanted to be like, hey, man, mistake. He was like, get up. You got this. I was like, I don't got this.
This is the great thing about white people fighting, though, because with a white person fighting, you'd be like, you know what, dude? I've learned my lesson. You win, sir. And then they go, you know what, dude? You got to shake hands.
Yeah.
You go, sir, you'll be lifelong friends after that.
I feel like
That's a story of a best friendship starting.
Yeah.
A black guy would have just beaten you until you're dead.
Yo,
it's over, dude.
I've
They'll
seen
beat you like they're Hamas.
I've seen plenty of white fights end with the guy on the ground just placing out a handshake.
Can we have a
And they
topical
go,
button?
this is over.
Topical.
This is over, and we are friends now. I forgive you.
Yeah.
I got beat up. I told you when I gave up because the guy said they were calling the cops, and I panicked. So I just started walking away, and the guy I was fighting just jumped on me from behind and just was wailing on me. And I mean, I couldn't have been saying more. Like, it's over. Yeah. And then I started the fight for no reason. It was a stupid
You
thing.
became the ref?
Yeah, I thought I was trying to get out of it, and I wanted to get over that. But I remember feeling the next day when they were like, you gonna get your revenge because he jumped on you from behind? And I was like, dude, the whole thing was dumb. I just realized that I was like, I did this to impress you guys. You guys don't give a fuck if I win or lose. You just want to watch the fight, and I'm fucking trying to impress you. It's like, fuck these people. I'm like, nope, I'm not going to fight him anymore.
That's how I feel about Reddit.
It's plenty.
I was like, what am I doing? Who am I trying to impress right now? These people just want to see me hurt myself. They want to see me hurt somebody else. They don't like me. They're not my friends.
They're not your friends.
Never
Kill
my
him, Lewis. You're like, that guy really believes in me.
I remember when that kid dumped me on the ice and I had my cowboy boots on, and I remember he was just beating the shit out of me, and I was just taking it, and my friend went, okay, he's had enough. Oh. And I was like,
when another man decides when you've had enough.
He doesn't know when he's finished. I'm telling you, he's done.
I had to drive home. My ankle, I tore all the ligaments off my ankle when I slipped, and I had to drive home a stick Hyundai with my 1 foot. I had to push the choke down, the clutch.
Yeah.
And I was the worst.
I feel like a lot of teenage fights, particularly too, just they ended almost always on fatigue, and then just each person saying that they got the better licks in.
Yeah.
If it wasn't like a dropped,
Jay showed
the
his age by calling it licks.
They get their licks in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Capable of shots.
These two kids.
Yeah. Well, listen, you engage in after-school pugilism.
Pugilism.
Fisticuffs.
Well, when was that? Did you ever get your ass whooped? When was the last time you got beat up?
I mean, beat up?
Yeah, like when was the last time you got fucking you lost a fight?
In an aggressive
like
situation.
an aggressive street fight situation. That, you know, it's funny. I don't know the last time I got beat up in a street fight.
I think I was a kid.
Beat up.
Yeah.
That's
Were
interesting.
we're just like, I'm done.
I mean, I think literally when I was an actual child, and that's not me being tough. I pick and choose my fights. I'm a fucking pussy, dude. I keep on fighting tomato cans in real life, dude.
They're all bums.
I patted
Thank you, Mickey.
I patted my record with tomato cans in real life.
Remember Mickey told Rocky that he couldn't believe it? In Rocky 3, he's like, you've been fighting all bums. I picked these fights so you can easily win. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, you idiot. You're not a very good fighter. Oh. All right.
That doesn't make me feel as good as I thought it was going to make me feel.
He goes, you can't beat up Mr. T. That guy's for real dangerous. I'm dangerous. He goes, you're not.
You chased the chicken, you idiot. That chicken thing was bullshit. I made it up.
You got beat up until an old black man fell down.
Lightning's a lot faster than a chicken, you moron.
You remember when I smacked you in the face in the hallway?
That's who you are.
Yeah, you married a retard.
What'd you think? Your eyesight got better? It ain't good, kid.
So funny. It is pretty funny. He had a 20-year career beyond him being told by boxing he shouldn't fight anymore.
Like, you can't do this.
Yeah, you had a bad eye. You got all kinds of fucked up shit.
Brain injury.
Yeah.
And a brain injury.
Yeah, but all his fights were won on just tiring the other guy out from punching him too much.
In the head,
Yeah, it was
specifically.
Just,
15 rounds.
Is that all you got? It's like, almost. I mean, go down, you fucking meathead.
15 round days too. That was the 15 rounders.
Dude, if I had a
Before
woman,
12.
if I had a woman in my life like Adrian who also didn't believe in his ability to box, I would have cracked her. I would have cracked her right in the fucking jaw. I can't win. I'll win against you, bitch.
You can't win. He goes, that's not helping. Okay, good. I'm going to go take a long drive and think about my friend dying. Hey, thanks for the support. Enjoy this mansion that I paid for, I guess, by beating up nobodies.
And you just made me so mad I threw a helmet at a statue, you bitch.
The robot's like, hi, Rocky. Fuck you, robot. You were bought with bullshit.
You were never that good, Rocky.
Statistically, you cannot win.
You're not very good, Rocky.
I've run the numbers. You don't have it.
You want to break me down? All right, I'm afraid. For the first time in my life, I'm afraid.
First time in my life.
That's Lewis on
Bennington.
Show.
He's like a father figure to me.
You're my father when I was young. Now he's a dad to me.
I am a father to me.
I never thought I'd say this in my life, but I think we need Joe Matarese here for this. This is where he shines.
Because you can't win, Rock. This guy will kill you to death inside of 3 rounds.
What the fuck?
And then it turns out instead he just murdered Mickey. He killed Mickey, then beat up Rocky.
I thought he was gonna kill me, Mick. Turns out you were the one who got killed.
Why did you jump in the middle? You're so old. You had to know that was going to go bad.
Why won't you let Adrian do it? I don't even like her no more.
She goes, I know, he's laying on the knees like, it's going to be okay, kid. I just need to rest and die.
How'd you do out there? I beat him.
He did say that. He goes, I beat him. He's like, I knew you. No way. Look at your face.
He died because he was so like, no fucking way. He would have lived if he didn't lie to him.
I beat him, Mick. I really did. I don't believe you, kid. You gotta be bullshitting me. You're just not that good.
Or that would be funny. He goes, yeah, like you just said, Bobby. He goes, yeah, I won. He goes, good, now I can die. Now I can peacefully go. And no, Mick, I actually lost. I got to train one more time. He goes, wait, what? Too late. Wait, I already let go.
No, I'm kidding. I lost like that.
Too late, I already let go. Those movies were so...
Oh, dude, that's a Mickey crying or Rocky crying.
At the end he goes, oh! And then it goes right into the Jewish prayer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
That's when Adrian went and fucked Mr. T because she saw that fucking wimp crying.
That's right. Mickey was Jewish. Mickey Goldmill.
Yeah.
Dreidel, kid.
I'd love to train extra, kid, but it's the Shabbos, you see.
Watch out for Hamas.
All right, it's Friday night, so we got to train analog. We can't use any electricity, kid.
Analog.
I'm fasting for Yom Kippur, so excuse me if I'm a little short-tempered today.
We gotta punch the bag by candlelight, kid. It's after 5.
Today we're going to train in my sukkah.
What are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for?
Shabbat shalom. Amotzi lech haminga horitz, kid.
Let's eat this brisket now.
Let's get some lox and bagels and get this done.
You got heart, but you fight like a goddamn heathen.
You fight like a goyim. Fight like a Jew.
This Schwartz is going to knock you 16 years from Sunday.
I said that before, you dumb dago.
Whoa.
No, Mickey.
Whoa, Mickey.
Yo, Bobby sent me that video the other day. I know there's so many examples of that. I mean, All in the Family went for it.
Oh,
You sent me that clip. That was, I didn't remember.
Most relatable character in television history.
Well, dude, there was one you sent me the other day, and he's like, the wife was talking about her husband. He's like, does your husband cook a lot? And she's like, oh, he cooks always, every meal.
He makes dinner for me all the time.
Every night. He goes, aren't you worried about what people are going to think? And she's like, what, that I don't know how to cook or blah, blah? He goes, no, that he's a fag. And like, Jesus, that's just a joke. Just sits there.
No, he's a fag.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
they lay it.
that's literally how people fucking spoke back then.
I mean, if anybody's smart, they should give Nick DiPaolo that show and just do it now. It'll be a hit.
All in the Family with Nick DiPaolo?
Yeah.
Oh, great. And just do a Curb Your Enthusiasm style. Just let him go.
Just let him go.
Let him go. He'll make up his own
Best
lines.
show ever. Best show ever. I remember he was the one where he was in the elevator with the Puerto Rican guy and the black guy, and they're stuck for a long time. And the Spanish guy walks up. He goes, "Mr. Bunker, I am equal to you." And he goes, "Equal to me? You're not even equal to him." And the black guy goes, "He's right."
It just rolled. What a better time when we can just laugh at the differences.
What was the standards and practices like? It's so much worse now. What you think?
Oh yeah.
It's crazy because they've loosened the reins
On curse words.
Like Always Sunny now. Just actual basic cable in general. And I always heard this. They were always like, you can curse whenever you want on basic cable. It's just they chose not to keep them like family watchable things. And it became after 10.
FX and Spike TV were like, fuck it. And The Shield came out, Rescue Me.
Sure. Certain shows
were like, we're gonna, we can do it, so let's just do it.
But
and
I mean, this season
hits.
the latest season of Always Sunny, he's like, God damn it, D, you dumb cunt. You're such a dumb cunt. And I'm like, wow, dude. It's it. Full-fledged. It ain't getting no worse than that. But, yeah, pretty wild shit. But that's, the times are changing, everyone. Hamas and raves. Bobby haunted me yesterday by sending me awful unedited video of Hamas.
Oh, you watching Hamas videos? Dude?
No, I was watching...
Bobby thought it was hummus.
Ben Shapiro played his thing, but he played all the clips. He goes, I'm going to show these clips, and they're fucked up, and you should watch them. And I watched them all, and it was... The one that got me was the little kid, the little 6-year-old.
Oh, what was it? Describe it funny, though.
They were all
This
around.
kid who's dressed like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, he's dressed like he works at B&H. And they were hitting him with sticks.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the other little... But it was the
kid?
other little kids. Were
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, it was
that's
sad.
fair.
It was...
Yeah, as long as the
They're
kids
kids.
beat and
They're
kill the
kids.
kids, it's fine.
Well, I mean, look, here's the thing, right?
What?
I
Hang
don't
on,
want to get all,
hang on. Let's hear it. I want to hear
get
it.
all political here, but, guys,
They're Jews.
What?
There's Jews.
You only can control the media and the weather for so long before somebody starts hitting you with a stick, you know?
Guys, there's Jews. It's fine. There's a billion of them. He goes, that's Asians. You go, oh, well, whatever. Potato.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's atrocities happening all over the world. That's what I say.
Sure. Christine keeps saying that the Jews have stole the thunder because she said Armenia is under genocide again.
No, they're not.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Shut
no
up,
way.
dude. We don't even believe in the first Armenian genocide.
Is there an Armenia? Where is that?
Right?
Where is that?
Right next to Turkey.
Yeah.
That's a food, idiot.
Yeah.
Damn, Christine's
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah,
Why do you put up with
that's
this?
Thanksgiving.
That's Thanksgiving.
It's right next to cranberry sauce, I guess, right?
Yeah. And stuffing.
Where's the moss? It's in the crust of my gobbler from Wawa. Right next to turkey.
Yeah. No, I only know about the Armenian genocide from System of a Down.
Of course.
Yeah.
What is the genocide? What's happening over there?
That's when they kill everybody.
They kill everybody.
No, what's happening over there? Who's doing it?
Well, it depends who you ask. You asking Mel Gibson? He says nothing. He says another day in the life out there.
Is that Armenian music?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's terrifying. I sleep with that?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Does it sound like I should be fucking?
I'd rather hear that than her toots.
Oh, yeah.
I should be buying like meat in like a market, like in a desert somewhere amongst a bunch of brown people.
The
Bunch of,
meat's already warm.
Yeah.
bunch of sheep heads just around everywhere. You ask what it is, they're like, it's meat. What
It's
kind?
meat.
Meat.
What?
Do you want skull in or out? Yeah, sizzling it down.
American faced genocide in
Armenians.
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan. Former International Criminal Court prosecutor awards. What's happening over there, Christine?
Apparently, they're killing and raping, and it's a whole.
This is what I'm saying. It's
like
happening-
1915 all over again.
It's happening all over the place.
Yeah.
We need to just fucking get right with Jesus and get right with America.
Armenians are Christian,
Shut up.
Christian Orthodox.
No, they're not.
Yes, they
That's-
are.
that's Jesus.
That's a big problem
That's
in the Middle
Jesus.
East.
The Armenians are Christian. That's why they're being genocided.
I think that's a big part of it.
Dude, I'm saying, why aren't we standing with Armenia? Why are we standing with fucking?
Who?
Because the Israeli...
I love you said genocide. Are they being genocided?
Because the Israeli chicks are hot in the video, and you have to shave down the Armenians to find out which is which.
Yeah.
True.
That's the ultimate problem right there.
Armenians are not going to be happy about this, Jay. They're going to hear this.
Yeah, but they're not that. Well, we have an Armenian here, which is good. She says it's all right.
Christine, is this okay what we're saying about the Armenians?
You say whatever you want.
Yeah, she can protect us with her child paw that she has in her purse. And,
Don't worry. Everything's
Yeah.
going to be just fine.
yeah, she has some tea we can sip and be protected.
We're taking Bobby tomorrow, Lewis, to
Oh,
go
no.
see Exorcist Believer.
Ooh, the new Exorcist? Is this the two little girls?
Yeah.
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 Because Bobby is
Well, they
gonna-
made it politically correct.
Yeah, they're like, well, we had one white girl, but now we also need a black girl.
Oh, yeah. And I tell you what, it'd be funny if the black people were only in it for a few minutes, because the daughter goes, my daughter's possessed. He goes, oh, hell no, I'm out of here. He just goes.
Yeah, my daughter.
Yeah, there's no way a black family would be like, she's possessed. All right, well, you can have that one.
First of all, the father, if this was reality, the father wouldn't even be in the family anymore.
Wow, wow,
What if they go to family court?
wow.
The family court and the mom and dad are standing on either side, and they're like, which one does the kid go to? And she's like, he goes, come to mommy, come to daddy, baby. Go. But Bobby's
She's speaking in tongues. That's Ebonics, Your Honor.
They were on Jerry Springer. You are not the father. The devil's my father.
Come again? Is she speaking backwards? Bobby's gonna be audibly.
Yeah, I'm not good at horror movies. I really
Really?
I don't like. I can deal with stupid horror movies like Saw, It, with dumb clown, that stuff. But when it's real stuff, like, you know,
Exorcist, I feel like it's going to hit on a similar thing to a dumb clown. I watched a horror movie the other day that changed my month.
What was it?
It was recommended to me by Zach Amico, who is
Okay.
like a fucking horror fanatic.
Sure.
And it was called Funny Games.
Oh yeah, the original.
Now I watched the remake with
Michael Pitt and Naomi
Yeah.
Watts.
that's deceiving. They shouldn't name it Funny Games. That's something you could be like, hey, let's watch this, guys.
The original.
Funny Games.
The originals. Fuck.
Have you watched the
I
remake?
watched both. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's shot for shot, right? So they just did it with American actors.
The ending, they did it a little less violent.
Dude, all I know is like I'm not like when I want to watch a horror movie, I want a couple jump scares, maybe some people die, that's fine. This fucking I want to ruin it for people.
These aren't. You could ruin it. It's a spoiler. This thing's been out for a long time.
It will ruin your fucking life. Like, dude, they
Those aren't horrors. I don't consider those horror movies. Those are like the thrill kill movies. I know they're technically horror movies, but that's more like psychological thing. There's nothing supernatural or like demon-esque about
so
it. It's
does,
just bad
does it have
people.
to have
Here's
supernatural
the
in
thing.
order to be horror?
Here's the thing.
No, it's considered a horror. Funny games.
If something can slip into my son or me in the middle of the night because I open Lewis just held up two fingers.
Lewis's son's going to slip into your son eventually. You keep having sleepovers.
It's the other way around. But if something like a demon, that type of shit,
Sure.
where you're just hanging out in a new house, or you rent an Airbnb or somewhere, and then there's a demon.
You're sitting there, and then the wall, so the hand starts come above your head
Yeah,
onto the wall.
that type of shit. I don't like that.
You go, Dawn, was this in the rental agreement this might happen?
Yeah, how do you fight a demon? I'll fight a psycho guy with a knife. You just have a shot, right?
Yeah, this was so real. This is like home invasion.
Home
They
invasion.
kidnap the family. and then they just like torture this family and murder the child in front of the parents. Like
So violent.
I saw that on CNN yesterday.
But check this out. What they do.
Hamas. What's up?
What they
Nothing?
do.
These were white people.
They don't show the fucking. This is how fucked up this movie is. They don't even show the gore. So every time the kill happens, they pan away or they shoot it in a way where you don't actually see like the extreme version of like. So it's just like you hear it off screen, you hear the crying, you hear the screaming. Dude, it just fucked me.
You got to watch
the
original's pretty. They go a little further.
Yeah, but that stuff doesn't scare me as much as a fucking demon that could be real and is documented that people have had demons.
Yeah, but those are fake documents. But
There's not.
Bobby.
What?
The last time you tried to show us an audio of somebody being possessed, it was a woman singing "Live Wire" by Motley Crue.
Lewis, do you have the audio? Can Lewis hear it and judge for himself?
I do.
I do. What did you turn into a
Demons
Yenza
aren't
from
real.
Long Island?
Home invasion is real, Bobby. I don't understand.
Correct. That's why I say he's right. I'm much
Nobody's going to be. He just got possessed by a Yenta from Long Island. I do. It's right here. Give me 1 second, all right?
Hold on.
Hang on 1 second. My name's DJ Lou, and I love coffee.
But I agree with you, Lewis. I'm a little more fucked up by like the reality stuff. I don't. The demon stuff doesn't get me as much.
That reality shit, I pray for it. Listen, I'm a psycho. I'm ready to go. I have knives all over my house. I'm waiting for somebody to break in, and then I do a fucking Die Hard and I kill everybody.
The butter knives covered in peanut butter.
Yep.
Throwing celery and peanut butter at people.
He just made it a skinny fat joke. Good for you, Jay. Spicing it up.
Oh, is this real demon footage?
It said it was real demon footage.
You got it, Lou?
Or were you bummed out to find out that it was not in fact real demon footage?
Real demons don't exist. God's
like
not
crazy
real.
people.
Magic isn't real.
First of all, magic, some of it is real.
None
It's
of
called
it's real.
illusions.
But no
Okay.
magic.
Some magic.
Demons are real.
Nope.
Yep.
You believe in God, Bob?
Yep. I do.
If you believe in God, you believe in demons.
I believe in God. I pray. Yeah.
Do you believe in God, Christine?
The Christian God?
Oh,
No.
Jesus fucking
No.
Christ.
What a woman responds. I believe in energy.
Just let her be over there in the computer.
I believe
in
in
the corner.
colors and light.
She believes in springtime.
Fucking yeah, dude. Seasons aren't spirits.
Okay, all right, we got the footage. Tell me what you think this is. Wait, stop. This little context here. A guy who listens to the show says he comes out of church, he volunteers at a church, and every time there's a woman that comes in, comes in for food,
Yes.
all this stuff. She's like, hi, she's a normal. But when she leaves the church out in the back, she turns into this.
It's live wire. We played him.
All right, Lou, listen, wait. Satan! All right, listen.
Get it.
By the way, Bobby, he goes, yeah, the person's totally normal. And then they go outside and they're possessed by a demon. Then I hop in the car, pop on the bonfire, have some chuckles, go home, eat dinner. It's like, no. It would be his whole life would now be figuring out this demon situation. No one goes, I hate when people say that. He goes, oh, yeah, my house is haunted that I live in. You ever people say that very casual?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know, our house.
Well, I think people that believe in
haunted.
spirits, they also believe, like, my assumption is that, like, you're like, oh yeah, any house you go into probably has some spirits, right? Like people that have died there in the past, don't they sort of like live in the house still? Isn't that like it?
Well, one guy actually told me, he called into a show I was doing. He goes, all right, so you believe that the spirits, when you die, they stick around and they haunt you. I was like, yeah. He goes, well, wouldn't there be ghost traffic? Because there's so many people have died.
Yeah.
There'd be like every house would have a lot of fucking ghosts.
Yeah, it's too much.
But I
Well, I mean, how many people have died in a home? Let's say the average home is 80 or 90 years old, right? I mean, how many people die in those homes?
How many people have died in that area, though? I mean, there's probably a lot of Indian deaths, a lot of...
Oh, yeah.
There's a
Like
lot-
always for the Indian deaths when they move the headstones, but they never move the bodies.
I actually have Indian graves behind my house in New Hampshire.
Right.
Yeah, I do.
I believe you.
I swear to God.
How do you know?
Because I dug them up and there was a fucking hatchet. A feather. There was a wooden...
He goes, why? Did an old man wearing overalls and a straw hat tell you?
Yeah.
Right
What he was
over that
doing?
hill.
There was a smallpox blanket.
Robert. I noticed you were over there inside breaking up your son's gigantic turds with a hanger.
Is that an Indian?
No, it's the old man who lives next door.
Herman Munster.
It's
Herman Munster.
It's me, Herman.
I'm also a demon, technically.
I'm a Frankenstein, but there's evil out there.
Have you ever been to a haunted house? What's that?
Like a firehouse.
No, I did. We used to go to Letchworth Village. There's a place called Letchworth Village in Rockland County, which was a former like insane asylum. And they like condemned it. Like they were like doing experiments on people. We looked it up.
You said they had like they were still files in the.
So they just shut it down. They didn't like shut it down and turn it into something else. They just boarded shit up because there was people being abused. There was sexual abuse. They like Letchworth Village in the 80s or the 90s. Whenever they shut it down, it was shut down amongst some sort of like.
Expose or something.
Yeah. It was
exposed,
like, it was like fucked up. They were like doing fucked up shit to these people there. So they just boarded it up. And if we would just break in high school and like just smoke weed, and you'd go into the basement, there would be filing cabinets with just pictures and files and just like stories about what they did. This one girl, she would like just piss and masturbate all the time.
It's hot.
Yeah, very hot. The real history of Letchworth Village in the Hudson Valley.
So, did you feel anything when you were there?
But you feel that energy because you're.
It's yourself. You're tense.
Or maybe you feel that energy because it's there.
No, I don't think it was really there.
Let's go. I'll go. There's a place in Pennsylvania. We should all go. The old prison that's fucking haunted. I've
been there.
It's
a haunted house.
Geraldo Rivera, a household name. This is, I guess, he did the expose on this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then they brought it down.
Let's go to a haunted house and stay the night. You go?
Spend the night in a haunted place?
Spend the night.
Sure.
Was both the model for compassionate care and a symbol of institutional abuse.
I forget who it was. Who fucking didn't like Shannon and them all stay like a haunted house?
Yeah, so they did an episode of their podcast.
What happened?
Nothing. Zero happened.
Yeah, no, nothing.
They didn't feel anything? Nothing went down?
Well, you can say you feel something.
Well, we haven't seen Shannon again. We lost her to the Upside Down, but
yeah, we're trying to get her back. It's a lengthy process.
Shannon, come toward the light.
Yeah, Lewis has to go on the roof. Lewis has to go on the roof and just shred a guitar solo.
What'd you say, Jacob?
I also grew up next to an insane asylum that was condemned, Marlboro Psychiatric Hospital, and they just boarded it up. When we had initially moved in, it was still open, and they had like Looney Tunes Escape, and it happened too many times, and they boarded it up. But it looked like where Freddy Krueger was conceived.
Yeah. And it was just like kids would go in there and just like, spray paint it. So you'd go down into the bowels of this place, and it was just really creepy. It was like the closest thing to like a real haunted house that you would feel. And
the way I get out of my like fear of something like that, like being in a creep. Remember that show MTV Fear when they would just put you in a weird like desolate, deserted place and with the cameras? That wouldn't scare the shit out of me because you're too connected to other people. Does it make sense? Like if I was on a phone call with somebody, the scariest being lost in the woods wouldn't be as scary just because you're connected to. Does that make sense?
Oh, that would still be scary, dude. Being lost in the woods and it's like pitch black.
That.
You're on the phone, be like, I'm lost. I mean, just they have to like. I'd be afraid if you called me like, dude, I'm lost in the woods. I think I hear somebody behind me. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is happening right now?
No, I'm talking about the more likely situation that there's nothing going to happen. The fear I would put on if I was just lost in the woods with no communication with anybody, I'd be panicked, scared. But if I was just talking, same thing. I won't watch horror movies alone at night. But if the dog is there on the couch next to me, it's a whole different game. A sleeping Christine who can save me from nothing. Just her existence makes it better somehow.
There's a video of these guys I follow who do, they go out into the woods. They do the bushcraft stuff. They just two Jewish kids that go out into the mountains up in the Poughkeepsie.
Shout out Jews. Shout out Jews.
What's up,
what up, Jews?
And they go out and they were camping one night. In the middle of the night, they heard people coming, and then
do you hear something?
A group of people.
It's Germans.
A group of people.
What? I hear footsteps getting closer.
A group of people walked through their camp. No backpacks. No anything. Walked through their camp. Didn't say anything to them. Looked at them. And walked through their camp and just walked into the darkness, into the woods. Middle of the night, middle of the woods. They got so freaked out, they packed their shit up, and they were like, "We're out of here." As they were walking the trail, they were behind them.
It sounds like a bunch
They were
of
behind
pussies.
them, coming, like following them.
Those were freedom fighters, Bobby.
That's where you need a
What
Lewis.
did he do?
That's where you need
That's
a Lewis.
crazy.
That's crazy. I've been in the woods in the middle of the night, 4 hours away from anything.
If somebody
and
showed
that's
up at my
terrifying.
campsite in the middle of the night, it would be like, I was like, "Hey, dude, what's going on?"
I swear to-
Immediately, I'd be like, "Hey,
I said it's
is
where
there
you-
a problem?" And if they didn't talk, I'd immediately start attacking.
I said
That'd be it, dude.
I was going to say that's where you need a Lewis in your life, because if that happened, whether they were translucent or not, Lewis would be like, excuse me, God forbid James is with us.
Translucent.
You're just going to walk through my boy's campfire? Hey, I think you meant to say sorry.
Hey, you're just gonna float there?
He would scare
What's
the
up, dude? You're
demons.
gonna float there with no legs?
The demon would be like,
All see-through like?
"I'm sorry, I messed up. I chose the wrong people.
Fuck you, spooky specter.
I apologize. You're right. Stop
I
being
have
so aggressive."
No qualms with you.
Moving on to the next one. Yeah, fucking right, you're moving on to the next one.
You're
Picked the wrong campsite, doggy.
You're scarier than my boss.
James is like, Dad, he's just a lost spirit. Leave him alone. No, James. No. This lost spirit didn't seem too lost when he walked through our fire and camp.
This poltergeist. That's right, I'll say it. Poltergeist.
Are you calling me a poltergeist? I'm calling you a fucking poltergeist. What are you going to do?
Max would be, "Dad, fight him too." I'd be like, "No, that's not what you do, Max."
And Max is like, Dad, why are you hiding behind me and James? Because Lewis has it, son.
I would be terrified.
I'm telling you, if three of us went to this thing
Village?
overnight, I wouldn't be scared. I'd be laughing the whole night. We'd have a ball.
The woods are a
because-
different thing, though, because being in the woods in the middle of the night, it could be an animal that could kill you, or seeing people though in the middle of the night. That's
Dude,
terrifying.
if you want to freak me out, dude, like I'll just be driving. If there's just a dude standing on the side of the road at night,
terrifying.
staring,
Terrifying.
I'll start crying. I'll hyperventilate. It's so horrifying. Just a man standing in a road.
When I drive up in New Hampshire, Max he goes, "Dad, we're on the back road to get to the house. There's no street lights. It's just dark." He goes, "Shut the lights out." So I'll shut the lights out, and it just goes black. It's terrifying. My biggest fear is that when I turn them back on,
There's gonna be a person.
there's just going to be a guy looking at us, and then he walks into the woods.
And he's already bleeding, and it's like he goes, he just the kind of thing keeps repeating over and over again.
Yeah.
An accident that happened years ago.
Would you spend the night in a cemetery?
Alone or with people? I'm telling you, with people, I would rather, before I camped outside, leaving myself exposed to skunks and raccoons and wildlife, I'd rather stay in Letchworth Village with you guys. Personally.
No, because there's creepy crawlies in there, dude. There's cockroaches and rats. And I'd rather go with skunks and raccoons over cockroaches and rats any day of the week. And evil spirits.
Dude, I would not. What's the most scary? There's one place. Some country singer has a bar that's like one of the most horrific places. It's like they call it the gateway to hell, where people have been pushed and touched and freaky shit
it's
has
like
happened.
a horror house?
Mackey or something like that.
Oh, McCabe Manor.
No,
McCamey Manor. That's what I thought you were saying too.
That is.
no, it's a country
that's,
singer. Country singer.
Fucking laughing in my face.
Old country singer.
That was crazy.
Oh, Christine's not there. I'm sorry.
Bob Mackey.
Bob Mackey's place. Thank you, dude. Yeah, Bob Mackey's place.
The guy who makes Cher's outfits. Is that who that is?
That is.
Isn't it? Yeah, Bob Mackey. He makes all of Cher's outfits.
Bob Mackey, old country singer, has a bar that is people have been like freaked out, been touched, pushed.
It's the site of hauntings, murders, and suicides.
Yep.
In Kentucky.
Yep. Fuck that.
You think one of us just goes mad at this place?
I'll go with one of you guys to one of these places, but I'm telling you,
I would absolutely go.
I've been in places that like I did a college, and they said one of the buildings that I was staying in is haunted. They go, "Hey, stuff happens in here, so let us know if you're freaked out. We'll get you a hotel." I was like, "Nah, it's all right." I heard people upstairs, and they went and picked me up. I'm like, "Yeah, no, it was all right." But the people upstairs, they go, "Nobody else is staying here."
Like, Bobby, you're on the top floor.
No, I swear to God, I heard something walking.
Bobby,
somebody walking
you're
upstairs.
sleeping on the roof.
Dude, I mean, just watch again. The way people take it not that seriously also helps a lot too. And that one in Austin, Texas, that big the presidential, whatever the fuck it's called, the Intercontinental, where the big one is, where they have like the parties and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember staying there one time when I did that Paramount, And we asked at the front desk, I'm like, did they say this place is haunted or something? And it's like the girl just going like, yeah, some people say I see like a guy like walking around food at night or whatever. And you're just like, when you hear it like that, you're like, okay, so this is bullshit.
So sometimes you'll see like bloody footprints that will start appearing out of nowhere, or like ignore them.
Yeah, she goes, it's just, when we get the calls, we just roll our eyes like, oh my God, ignore it. It's not going to possess you probably.
Oh, that's Gary. That's Gary the ghost. He's annoying.
They have in Louisville, the old hotel down there.
It's Louisville.
Louisville. DJ Louisville. And they have the lady in the blue dress. And I went up to the top floor. Mm-hmm. Dude, the hairs on my arms were sticking up. I ran back to the elevator.
Oh. I'll tell you, listen, coming home at night in a hotel, if I'm multiple turns in the hallways, I don't like that. Every turn, I'm like, something's around this corner. And weird. Hotels, really, they make such unpleasant, like, the carpeting's always, like, eerie in some way. It's very strange.
Old hotels suck.
They're all outdated carpets that make you feel like people were murdered here back in the day.
Dude, me and Patrice stayed in the Hawthorne Hotel in Salem. It's like from the 1800s. It's the creepiest hotel I've ever stayed in.
Yeah, why would you want to stay in that?
They put us there.
When they Fenoya did a gig a couple years back, like they were doing the favor, they were like, yeah, we spend the extra money to put you guys up at this hotel that was an old insane asylum that they converted into a hotel, and some of the rooms they've still left like the hospital rooms and everything. So they say it's like one of the most haunted places in America. It's like, can you not, dude? Like, what? And again, even if I don't believe that, I'm like, I don't want to be weirded out at night. Still, you know what I mean? Like, I will, but eventually by myself, just get in my own head.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to Wednesday.
It's tomorrow. You're gonna do so good.
Yeah, tomorrow's not gonna.
I'm already so proud of you. But I mean, Evil Dead Arise, which by all accounts is a comedy horror.
There's nothing funny about it.
Sent Bobby into a real place.
Really?
There's nothing funny about it. The kids get possessed.
Everyone gets possessed.
That means
it's an Evil Dead movie.
The kid's dead. Do you know what I mean? I don't like that.
See, that's none of the supernatural shit. The other one that got me, and it hit on a similar thing, and it did get supernatural. I just never got even there in the movie. Was Hereditary, but it's just like it's so disturbing. Like when the girl's head gets knocked off. Do you see Hereditary?
Yeah,
it's the worst,
dude. And then when they go back
ugly
to Tony,
kid though, so it was gonna happen,
dude. First of all, you thought they really got you because the whole fucking trailer, the whole trailer is like the commercial. It's her like a bird hits the window and it dies, and she's like this, and you're like, all right, this is a movie about an ugly child, and I'm on board with this. That bitch dies in 16 minutes in that movie, dude.
If any head should have been whacked off by a pole, it was that head,
doggy. And then it's when she comes back when he comes back, dude, she's dead, and then he drives home. And he just goes to bed, right? And it's such a real thing where you're like, dude, he's just in shock, and he goes to bed. And the next scene is him kind of like waking up to the mother crying, screaming because they found the fucking daughter's body, and just the way how hard Toni Collette is crying, and you guys have all acted, right? Like on whatever like level you've acted, we're
all actors except for Christine.
You have to like go to a place like to cry that hard. Like Toni Collette had to fucking go to a fucking crazy place for that scene, and I'm just like thinking about that. Like it's a real cry. Whatever's happening right there is the most horrible sound I've ever heard.
I hope it's like famous shit too. She's like, they can't change my shutters because of the homeowners association.
Yeah, right here.
Oh yeah. Whatchamacallit, did you see Midsummer?
This is actually audio from Jane Christine's apartment.
Yeah. Did you see Midsummer?
Yeah.
Same. When the girl cries at that, when she finds out her whole family's dead.
Yes. That's also fucked up, but a little more palpable. Dude, parents being dead, parents are supposed to die.
No, do you remember what happened?
Kids aren't suped to. Yeah, I know. The sister
killed them.
Killed them and herself.
Yeah.
Kids, and in that movie, when the Evil Dead one, when the kids get possessed, they're dead. They're not coming back. That means you just killed a kid.
Yeah, but it's supernatural silly shit, dude. This is some real shit. A kid's head got knocked off.
In Evil Dead?
At least in The Exorcist, they can come back. The kids can come back and be the kids again.
Here's the other thing that always gets me in demon possession movies that I just have a problem with. In a split second of possession, actually, when they get possessed, sometimes it takes a little longer. But when a demon spirit leaves, all of your cut marks and your teeth go back to all touching and white
weird.
again, and you don't have yellow teeth
Also,
and gums.
I hate how like this very often in these demon possession movies, it's simply like a fucking mother's love that defeats Satan. Fuck off, bitch. Really? She's had to speak to her like and really look at her face while she said she loved her? Go fuck yourself,
Well,
bitch.
The Exorcist.
It's the devil. The devil destroys a mother's love.
The Exorcist. Well, the worst one was with the Schwarzenegger one when he was yelling, "Devil, come into me! Devil, come into me!" Did
Are
you
you
see
the
that one?
only person that can't do an Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yes.
impression in the world?
Bobby,
Yeah.
I will have to pull the brakes in the rest of this conversation and say, that's crazy. How bad. I could even do Schwarzenegger for a couple seconds
do
before I
it,
lose
do
it.
it.
Devil, come into me.
All right, let me try it again. Devil, come into me.
Devil, get down, the chopper.
The chopper, devil.
Devil, there's a devil in here.
Devil, they're coming here. The devil is here. Come into me.
Where's Dan?
I know.
We need him for
Hey,
this.
devil, get down. Hey,
Hey,
devil.
I'm the devil.
Hey.
Want me to call him real quick?
Devil, devil, devil.
Oh,
So many Beelzebubs. Dig it.
Snap into the devil.
Let me call
Dig
Dan.
it.
Let me call Dan, see if he picks up.
He does. He's too busy.
Yeah. He's fucking...
He's working on his own things right now. He doesn't have time for this bullshit. We should take a break. Is Tim Butterly coming?
I didn't check in yet.
He hasn't checked in yet.
Damn, dude, he's afraid.
Damn, he's running from the. He's running from the promo.
Are you team Lewis or team Butterly?
Always got to be Team
Come on,
Lewis.
100%.
I love Tim Butterly, but I got to be Team Lewis.
I love Tim Butterly.
Yeah.
Very
We
funny.
all love Tim. He's a fucking man. Good dude.
When we come back, I want to know how it's going to feel. You love this guy, but you're going to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
He
We'll
doesn't
talk
care.
about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Lewis loves hurting ones who love him.
He's gonna try to knock my head off my shoulders. My son is gonna watch this fucking fight.
He's coming.
No, but he's gonna watch it on the internet live for sure. It's like I can't let him do that. I have to knock his head off his shoulders first.
He's got children too, though.
Yeah.
Well, his kids are gonna have to fucking
They're gonna
say what's
deal
up
with
to their
that.
new grandfather.
You know what they say, Jay? Hurt people hurt people.
That's true. I can't wait to your fucking no Lewis.
We also need to address the promo issue.
What's that?
Just an explanation on the promos.
Oh.
But we'll see.
Yeah. Oh, as Bobby, you do have a gripe that I think you've somehow forgotten. You took it out on Christine.
Gripe.
I took it out on Christine.
Skankfest gripe.
And Christine threw Lewis under the bus immediately.
True.
I'm gonna throw my editor under the bus and say that dude, he doesn't like you. What am I
Oh,
supposed to say?
let's find out who that person is and let's talk about it. When we come
Shut
back,
up.
we're going to take a break right now. It's the Bonfire.
You know, life's full of little challenges, but it's also full of rewards. Like trying to keep the kids entertained on a road trip. That's a challenge, right? You thought packing video games and puzzles would be enough, but that's just a rookie mistake. Save your sanity with Snickers, a special treat for good behavior. Let's say you've completed one full night in a haunted insane asylum. You thought that you were going to celebrate by going out to a nice brunch with your friends, but a couple of them haven't returned. Well, rookie mistake. Time to just enjoy a Snickers. You could have avoided that whole crazy experience and just had some candy with your friends. Hey, it's game day. The gang's coming over. You got everything planned from dips to dinner, but that dessert recipe, that didn't work out so good. Rookie mistake. Thankfully, you've got a stash of Snickers. Maybe your team didn't win, but the dessert sure did. Sometimes all it takes. Christine, how do you feel about Snickers? Okay. Let's see. Let's try again. A little more excited. How do you feel about Snickers? Okay, there we are. Listen. Snickers comes to the rescue in all of life's situations and all of life's little challenges. Rookie mistake? Maybe you just needed a Snickers. Snickers, the official chocolate bar sponsor of the NFL. Check out Snickers.com/NFL to learn more.
Hey, what's up? This is Dave Smith. You're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly on Fashion Talk 103.
Fashion talk?
Fashion? What is it? Faction.
You think you're on fashion talk right now?
I mean, it's we did the whole thing about Max's outfit. Is this not a fashion show?
Yeah, boy. Oh, wrong headphones.
Wrong headphones. We're back. It's the Bonfire.
Hey.
Who is this again?
Kitty.
Kitty.
Lewis used to manage them. I just keep getting the story wronger and wronger.
No,
I think Lewis was in Kitty for a while.
Was he in it?
No, they were. But I did know Kitty for a very short amount of time. Yeah, they were an all-female teenage metal band. Kid, if you're out there, Puerto Rican Rattlesnake still got a lot of love for you.
They're out there.
You think they're
out there
listening?
somewhere.
You think Kitty's listening right now? I bet you somebody listening right now knows somebody from Kitty.
For sure.
They're like, dude, they were talking about you guys.
I'm gonna hit my girls from Kitty. I just watched the whole documentary about them.
Just showed
well.
Somebody mustered up the courage.
Is that what it is?
Somebody
Colonel Mustard over
Somebody
here.
got a pep talk from somebody.
Is that I'm scared? Is that the messaging?
They just said, look, man, just go in there and face him, and then the worst part's over.
Dude, you're from Philly. Represent, man.
No.
Yeah, rep dog. Everybody, it is the great and hilarious Tim Butterly.
Thank you very much for having me. It's great to be here.
Stoner Dads.
What's up, dude?
It's great to see you again.
Who's the other one?
Dad meat.
Dad meat.
Dad meat.
Thank you.
No, that's not the one I was thinking of. The one I want to do so bad is the...
Field tripping on my YouTube channel,
tripping.
youtube.com/Tim Butterly. You should go subscribe right now. That would be a great idea.
I took mushrooms recently, Tim, and they worked.
Hell yeah.
I actually had a mushroom trip for the first time ever.
Where
Was
were
it
you?
really?
What was the setting?
Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper concert.
So hell?
That could be hell, yeah.
So
5 feet from Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper, and I mean, I sang every word to every song, and also at the same exact time was thinking about everything and really sorting it out.
Ever.
It was really coming together. I was like, this isn't an issue. This isn't a problem. Why
Rob
am I
keeps
worried
looking down
about
at the
this?
corner of his eyes like, is there one guy sort of like crying a little bit?
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there?
Everyone's headbanging. I got this face on. I got the finger over my lip. Like,
Ah, yes.
I really should make that phone call that I have to make. I've been putting that off too long.
You should take mushrooms tomorrow before we see The Exorcist.
Well, I would.
Do it.
Well, I'm worried I'm not going to enjoy them. I probably would enjoy the movie.
No, you can't enjoy a movie on mushrooms. You start picking it apart. You go, what the fuck? These are just people standing around a camera, dude.
Oh, yeah, it's going to...
What are we even doing?
Too much looking into it.
What the hell?
He goes, I can't be scared. I know there's a gaffer involved in this scene.
I just saw the microphone shadow.
I'll tell you, that took me out of a horror movie once. I think it was The Grudge 2. There's a scene where they're in a psychiatrist's office, and I couldn't believe what was happening. The boom mic is just in the shot, like changing levels the whole time. Like it's like Sarah Michelle Gellar. I think it was like a pretty popular movie. It was like a big budget film.
Weird.
Weird.
He was doing the boom of like fake Japanese American horror.
Yeah,
that was the boom. That was the horror boom.
That was the
lowered
boom.
into
Let's make a PG-13 version of a crazy fucking movie, and they blew them all. Old Boy. The remake of Old Boy was so shitty.
Yeah, but we got to see the Olsen lady's boobs.
Yeah, but it's the other one.
Almost better though.
No.
The other ones ended up being
hot
freaks.
She's the hottest of the three of the Olsen
Elizabeth
girls.
Olsen?
Elizabeth Olsen. She ended up being the hottest of the three, but the whole like rush was that these child stars that we've seen on TV since they were babies were about to probably get naked when they were 18, and then by the time they were 18, nobody cared.
Absolute ghouls.
Who was that?
That's Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen's sister, Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's smoking hot.
She is smoking hot.
Yeah,
but,
that really paid off for all of us, dude.
but the other
And
two.
we got to watch her have sex with her dad.
I'll tell you what, there might even be
It had
naked.
something for everybody.
You know what?
Jay.
I forgot that that's the thing at the end. I forgot about that.
Oh, Old Boy, he fucks his own daughter
I
and
always
then
forget that.
and then makes a conscious decision to have his memory not know that, so he can continue to fuck his daughter. Pretty wild. But Korea did it better. Korea did it much better. But good for Josh Brolin though. Got to romp around with that chick. But
remember his daughter used to work at the Stand?
I do, yeah.
Josh Brolin's daughter?
Eden?
Yeah. Eden Brolin, who's now an actress.
What's
She's
she
in
look
stuff
like?
actually.
She's
right?
in shit. Yeah. She's on like some TV shows and shit.
What's she look like? Him?
She's pretty toy.
She was cute. She's cute.
She's a cute chick.
She was very cute, yeah. But very like, it was funny. I think she was taking a path in life, which is a funny thing to watch. She was like, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Non-binary,
and not be his daughter, just like his daughter. And then now she's just like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go be
cute chick.
famous with the
she's
Brolin
pretty.
name.
Well,
this
yeah,
piece
once
of
Old Boy
shit?
came out, all the pressure was off of her.
Wait, who's
Oh,
her
she's
friend?
in Yellowstone. She's the
Yeah,
brunette.
yeah. She's like, it's a big show.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
She's in Yellowstone.
Yeah. I
Oh,
just
I
said
know.
that. Yeah.
No, I'm
She's the brunette.
She plays a brunette. That's
the cowgirl.
She's a female brunette.
Well, there's a blonde, there's a brunette.
She's got 2 eyes. Yeah, that's what Ella stuff.
And there's a redhead in the show.
Wait, is this the actress who has the ears and the nose? Oh yeah, I do.
Go
I
fuck
recognize her
yourself.
from things.
You know what I meant, you fucking
I'll tell you what,
twat.
she does not have the smolder that her father has.
No.
Oh, Brolin's sexier than his daughter.
Way
Unquestionably,
sexier than his
dude.
daughter.
For sure, dude. Cable all day long.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Now the guy is definitely all sex appeal. What a career too, man. That guy. Goonies. He was always like a teen star, and then kind of nothing.
He
Was he in
disappeared
Goonies?
until No Country for Old Men.
He's the older brother in Goonies.
Let me see him. I got to remember. I haven't seen Goonies in a hot minute.
He was hot.
And then his younger brother, Mikey, got upset because he ended up making out with the hot chick who was with him.
Chunk is my lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff Cohen. Jeff Cohen's my lawyer.
Oh yeah.
Little chunky.
Chunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Josh Brolin fucking that was his thing. And then he was gone for a while. And then he just got like fucking huge.
No Country for Old Men was big.
Yeah, he took like 36 years off.
You're not
he came
wrong.
back and
He did that, and then he did
dominated.
Sicario.
Look at him, he's jacked
It was
as
fucking
fuck.
great. He was a tub of shit in Sicario, though. He was a little chubby.
Was that you judging?
No,
It feels like you are.
he was a little chubby.
Let's not fight. These two are fighting.
Yeah.
Let's not be friends who
What,
fight
what
like
is Lewis,
these two.
what was Lewis saying before I got here? What kind of spicy bullshit was he
Gonna
coming up
smash your
He's gonna
shit.
smash your
knock
face.
knock your head off your
Insane,
shoulders.
dude.
He's gonna knock
He's
you
out
out
of
in
his
front of
fucking
mine.
I'm gonna break your ribs. I'm
Rip
gonna,
out of his
I'm gonna make you
fucking
shit
mind,
your
dude.
pants with body shots.
It's so funny. I've
He's
been
gonna knock you
talking
off on pay-per-view in front of all of your children
the honor of your
combined.
children, dude.
I
Your
know.
children are gonna cry when I'm done.
He said
No.
he really likes you, but he's gonna fucking punch your face off your shoulders.
That all seems pretty fair, actually. All right, none of that's really out of line. Okay, good. Go ahead. Proceed with your radio show, please.
And then he
Keep
said,
moving forward.
I've studied all of Lewis's moves, dude. I know every single one of them. I showed up an hour after him today.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
You will never. It's
Damn it,
over,
dude.
dude. The psychological warfare begins.
That was a very
That
Lewis
was a Lewis
move.
move.
What time did he
Shit,
get here on
dude.
time? Like a fucking pussy?
exactly on time.
Like a fucking bitch
Dude,
on the dot?
He's mirroring and matching, which is a great sales technique. I hate that he knows my moves.
That's Lewis on the dot Gomez. Forget the J, dude. This boy's on time for everything because he's so afraid of not being included.
damn, dude.
You can see it all go down
Dude,
November
I was
4th, everyone.
I was 4 minutes late, you piece of shit.
Yeah, you
He
wish,
was.
dude.
I was.
You
was a
wish,
few minutes
dude.
late,
I
but
want to
that
see a
was nothing.
timestamp. If it was anything less than 3:59, you're a fucking bitch.
I was disappointed that Lewis kind of came on time.
Isn't that the gayest shit he's ever done?
It bummed me out.
And then Butterly just made us wait.
Yeah.
Finding topics.
Dude, I was playing phone games in the lobby of this building. I thought about not even checking in. Thank you for the coffee that was waiting for me, Christine. That was great. That was a great sign of respect on your part.
You're welcome, Mr. Butterly.
She showed a great sign of respect
Did
right
Christine
there.
get you your coffee?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and it was nice and hot. The temperature was intended to be when I got here.
There's still floating ice cubes in my drink right now,
A
Lewis.
cup of watery coffee like Tim's drinking.
I said, I told them prepare for me to be extra late and really make it concentrated. All right.
Make
So
my
now it's at
coffee
the
extra
perfect
strong.
consistency of black coffee.
This thing is coming up quick. Lewis, I know you are doing a daily regimen of training.
Oh yeah.
All right, Tim, are you I mean, I follow your stuff too pretty much. You train pretty regularly, but are you putting it all into boxing right now?
Yeah. I'm locked in on boxing. I had to knock off all that other gay bullshit that I do. All my other martial arts that I'm so passionate about had to take a back seat, and that's honestly the most painful part of this entire process for me, dude.
So you have to
That's
lower,
not going to be the
you
most
have to
painful
lower
part. The
yourself
most
down.
painful part is when I knock your fucking head off your shoulders on November 4th, doggy.
Oh, man, that's too
we'll
wordy.
see. We'll
Too
see how
wordy.
we'll see how painful it is for you to not go to jiu-jitsu
Whoa,
class when I
dude.
punch you in the face.
I didn't think it was too rare. I liked it.
Thank you.
I thought the intensity was good.
Thank you, Bobby.
I don't know. Lewis is
He's
more
the closest thing I
suited
have
for
to a
like
father figure.
grunting and knuckles on the desk, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lewis cried earlier on his unmasked thing.
Did you
talking
really?
about Bobby being his father. He cried and got on a knee and asked Bobby if he would be his father.
Damn.
I did show up for unmasked on time.
You could
Damn
do
it, Tim.
You could do one again in a month, and you can cry about me being
Yes.
your father.
Oh.
Not only is it possible you're going to have a father figure, you may have a whole father.
You're going to have the fathers you've never had. Maybe. You're going to have so many dads.
I hope whatever way it goes, the other one of you embraces it and calls for advice. Like, I'm getting ready to take a big step with my girl. What do you think, Pop? What do you think, Pop?
I can't
Do
wait to
move
take
her
you
in?
ring shopping.
He calls Tim, will you co-sign a loan for me to get a house?
Well, Lewis, actually, I think it's time for you to start standing on your own legs.
He goes, I need a guarantor for my new place. Would you mind putting up the family's house for this? Oh, I hope you guys do Thanksgivings together and everything. I really do hope that the father thing really pans out to be a beautiful
I'm going to
thing, no matter
be
what.
an absentee father to Tim. I'm never going to answer his calls. I'm going to fucking take pictures with my other kids.
Yeah. Send your kids to Pop-Pop's house. You guys are going to Pop-Pop's house because we don't like Lewis like that. His house is weird. He's always doing weird stuff.
It's scary.
It's scary over there.
He's got toys, but we're not allowed to touch them.
Pop-Pop's house smells like mothballs and dabs.
How many rounds are you guys going?
We're doing 3-3-minute rounds.
3 3-minute rounds. And if it's a tie?
Overtime, sudden death.
Yeah, we did a sudden death, 1 minute of overtime, and that 1 minute decides the whole fight.
60 seconds of competitive 69. And the first guy to come loses.
Yeah.
Am I to understand correctly that Jamar Neighbors is jumping back in?
He's jumping back in.
He's back in.
He's
That's
back
pretty
in.
awesome because that's going to be a good
the
fight.
fans trolled him into doing something probably dangerous for himself.
Yeah. Yeah, his wrist. Something's wrong with his wrist, right?
Yeah.
And he's being told that he shouldn't fight, so he pulled out. And now I just saw today he's like, "Fuck this wrist. I'm in. I'm doing it."
Yeah, he is. Which is fine. Like, dude, honestly, whatever. It's if you fight, you're going to be injured a little bit. That's just the truth.
You're going to
right?
get banged up.
Yeah, you're going to be banged up. So it's like, I think people were like, "Oh, Jamar's afraid." I know for a fact Jamar's not
I don't
afraid
think
of
he's
Naeem.
afraid.
No, dude, Jamar's actually really fucking good. Jamar's way downplaying how good he is at boxing. I think that it's going to be a way more competitive fight than people are giving it credit for. Naeem's got a lot of experience, but so does Jamar. Jamar's fucking legit.
I underestimate no muscular black.
No.
I think they both have a shot.
I sparred with
Yeah,
Jamar.
Jay never
I
relaxes.
sparred with Jamar, and Jamar simply just jabbed at me. Just jabbed, and it was like so fast and powerful that I was like, okay, this is fucking like something else. Like, and he was just toying around with me. So, maybe I just don't know fighting that well. I couldn't imagine Naeem being
There's a
much
chance.
better than that.
Lewis, there's a
That's
chance.
crazy. That's crazy.
You've seen Naeem.
Yeah, I've moved
fight?
around a little bit, but like you said, dude, they're all equally terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall,
I
as a
can't tell
race.
any two Jack Black guys apart as far as the amount of terror they instill in my heart. You know,
I believe, even though when I see, it's the one thing you can't get, the black factor takes away. Even if they're doing like a stupid, like weird, like stance for fighting, you're just like, I just know if he hits though, he's hitting with this rage of "fuck you, Whitey."
I didn't have the childhood he has. That could be something that works, and I've just never seen it before.
I know, I'm like, he's leaving his face wide open, but what if I hit him and it just pisses him off more?
Generational slave anger comes out. That's not my name. What? I didn't say anything.
You go, "Ooh, did I catch you there?" He's like, "Your daddy owned my daddy." I don't think that's how it worked.
I didn't live in the house.
Maybe it does generate extra power to keep both of your hands above your head, and every couple of seconds pull your basketball shorts up a tiny bit. That might be the secret, dude.
It's like the Karate Kid, wax on, wax off.
Yo, the pulling your shorts up is such like that's the other thing. I like the would you say, as guys who have done this a little bit, do you think all of that bullshit when people are fighting, I always thought that was just for show for other people? The constant touching your nose and exactly like going fix your pants and shit like that, like the constant, it seems all
I
like
think
stuff.
there's a reason a boxer probably touched his nose. I've never personally.
Yeah, Booker.
There's a Booker.
Have you ever had to try to get a hair out of your mouth with a boxing glove on? And you're just like,
Have you ever had your mouthpiece knocked out of your mouth and then you try to pick it up off the ground with your mitts?
it's like picking up chains with mittens
It's
on.
the most.
Sucks.
It's the most pathetic anyone's ever looked in my life that I've seen as far as like a hero was Mike Tyson stuffing that mouthpiece back in when Buster Douglas hit him with the uppercut. And he was on the ground. He just like grabs it with the mitt and just stuffs it in sideways. And he's like, "I'm good." And the ref's like, "Stop, it's over." He can't believe it. He's like, "What? What's the problem?"
Oh, because he was knowing to keep his hands high enough because he would just touch his nose to make sure that his hands were there. Okay, that makes sense.
I just thought all of the fucking like a lot of like the hand stuff around is all.
It's not hand stuff. They're doing shoulder shit. It's just head movement.
But like,
And it's not for show. It's what I found out. It's not for show. I thought the same thing. I gotta be honest with you.
all this stuff's for show though.
Yeah,
when
he's
they don't
talking
know
about
what
the
they're
street
doing.
though.
Yeah,
he's talking about the dude on the
fights.
street doing this shit.
Oh,
I
the
am talking more
streets?
about the streets. Yeah,
This shit.
There's probably like pretty recognizable animal movements that we could compare it to that would be a terrible idea.
Yeah.
For this kind of broadcast, you know what I mean?
Wow.
but I mean, yeah, even that in the streets when their hands are way low, they keep always going up for like it's just things they think they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
one of my favorite.
I don't mean they. I mean the royal they.
Yeah, you people.
Tim, you're not a boxer though.
No. I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. I've got a couple of years of Muay Thai under my belt.
Don't downplay it,
This is- no,
you
this-
told me
no,
you had like 4 or
this
5
is
years
cool.
of Muay Thai under his belt before. Now that we're closer to the fight, I got a couple years of Muay Thai under my
okay.
belt.
So if there is like a cool angle to this to be found somewhere, it's that like I did get to spend some time like really like digging into it and prepping for it and like getting into pretty cool shape. And it's like I'm a lifelong fucking fat retarded pussy, and it's like this has been a pretty cool experience already.
That's the cool thing, and this is what I said when I did the fight against Ryan O'Neal back in the day. I get to get in the best shape of my life, make a little bit of cash. Once you train and have been punched in the face, you realize that it's actually not that bad. It's kind of fun. It's a really fun thing to do. Training is fucking awesome. It's not like I'm like, oh, I got to get to fucking training today.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's really fun. Sparring is really fun, right? Much more fun than I have when I play basketball with you. But leaps and bounds more fun.
I want all these fat autistic comedy fans, which is like we're looking at 99% of the metrics. It's all fat dorks. I want a couple of them to maybe extend their lives by a couple of years by just finding a reason to fucking move around.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
So that on that side of it, there's no downside. If I said to you right now, I'll snap my fingers, you'll be in the best shape of your life, you'll make some cash, you'll be better at defending yourself and your family, and you'll go and have a fucking ton of fun.
How about I just fight H. Foley at our current weights?
Yeah.
Zero training,
Both
zero cardio.
Well, you have one glove. The other glove has a cigarette.
Just a cigarette in it.
And in between rounds, you
guys ring a dinner bell?
We gotta go. In between our things, they give us snacks with our left hands.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So there's no downside, like even if, and a big if, and I would never, but if Tim Butterly somehow figures out a way to defeat me on November 4th,
Becomes your papa.
big if, there's really no downside. I get a father out of it. I get the fucking,
but you get a white father. That's actually an upside.
It's fucking rules, dude.
Yeah. You get a father that's going to have a job, be there.
Oh, you have fun young siblings. It's
But like I
the holidays probably
trained
rule.
today, and there was no benefit except for the fact that getting a little bit better at it and getting punched in the face. And there's no part of me. I think once people that train go and do it and they put the time in, the fear of like being in a fight dissipates. And I think what happens is we all associate, most people that haven't trained, they associate fighting with like violence, and anything could happen. This could go awry. You could get fucking stomped out. Somebody could hit you with a weapon. Somebody could jump in. And that sort of disappears when you're doing it in like a controlled martial arts environment. You're like, no, this is just me trying to make myself the best, version of myself.
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, it sounds like an awesome thing to do, it really is, but I just don't know. I don't have the. I've told this so many times.
I'm fixated
before.
on selling you on it now specifically.
I hear you. You don't have to oversell. I get it completely.
Bobby versus Jay. Let's do it at Carnival of Combat. Why not, boys?
No. Come on. Bobby's an older gentleman.
What? How are you gonna let him say that shit? Don't you want to punch him in the face now?
What the fuck did you just say, Jay?
No. I'm sad about that.
I will knock those
If I were
fucking
you,
highlights off your
Bobby,
hair.
if I was you, I would be on all fours on this table right now, just clawing at his face.
All right, loser spends the night alone in Left Twitch Manor. No,
I was supposed to fight Mike Calta down in Tampa.
You're supposed to fight Mike Calton?
Yeah.
What happened?
You fell out of the weight class.
Yeah, I called him Rocky Road.
Rocky Road.
I would fight.
I do
but
get that.
I would. I don't know who I would fight. I wouldn't.
Dude, Jay versus Bobby Bonfire fucking match.
No way.
That would be sick.
No, me and Jay versus Dan.
Yeah, there you go.
There's Jump Dan.
Yeah, we'll jump his ass.
Just jump him.
4 gloves versus 2 gloves. No, I've just never. I've been in plenty of like real life, like aggressive situations like that, fights and dust ups and shit like that, where it's like in that go moment, I get the go. I can't. When me and Mike Vecchione, I said this a while ago. Me and Mike, we did a thing where we were just sparring 3 1-minute rounds. If we did a thing, it was like Sergio Chacon or something was involved.
I remember it was a Dustin Chafin project.
Yeah, it was like a sketch or something they were trying to do. And man,
it was a reality show. It was a reality show with comedians reenacting other reality shows. So it was like one episode would be comedians in the woods, like Survivor. One episode was The Contender, like you and Mike Vecchione. So that was the whole idea, which wasn't even a terrible idea. It was kind of a fun like thing if you had the right cast of comedians that were like, but he changed the comedians every time. It should have been the same guys that were trying
a core, yeah.
Like the Legion of Skanks doing different reality things would work, but not.
I used to train with Keith 3 times a week boxing.
Yeah, I saw the damage you did to him.
I'm telling you, I'll beat your ass if you're playing Payphone.
Yeah.
By Maroon 5. I'll kick the shit out of you. That's the only way I can beat you if you play pop music.
Keith looked like fucking Two-Face when he was done with him. He couldn't block on the right-hand side, so he's just massacred from here, pristine on this side. But but
getting hit though, when we did that, we evolved into the ring where we started sparring with other people in the class, and getting hit in the head it's. I know you said it's like it is exhilarating, but it fucking sucks too.
I think some people are built for this, and some people aren't.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying Bobby's got bitch in his heart? That's
Bobby's
not cool.
got bitch inside.
I don't like hearing that. I don't like hearing that Bobby has bitch in his heart. You're saying?
What the hell?
No, I'd stab you.
He would stab you.
I would not. Like I'd rather hit you with a stick or something.
Yes.
I don't want to get hit. Like if I get into any fight I ever got into, it was like I just want to get this over with. I don't want to square up with somebody and have
You don't want to dazzle the onlookers a little bit. You know what I mean? Whoa! Hey, I'm over here now. What's up? You don't like that stuff?
When me and Mike Vecchione did this when we did these 3 1-minute rounds, man, the first time we were going, and I threw a couple, jabs, almost aiming at his, he had his gloves up, and I'm just like throwing the jabs just to make contact on the gloves. And he just sent one down and popped me, like in the nose. And it wasn't that it hurt so much, other than I was like, my friend just hit me for real. Like, I didn't know we were going to do this. I don't know.
Certainly abrupt.
You're not wrong. I really had let me fix my ascot. Michael, what are we doing? I was so sad. The next 3 minutes, I just had a mope face on. I'm like, is this done yet? I don't like this. I'm not going to hit Mike back.
Are you mad at me or something?
I was like, I can't hit him back. I couldn't hit him back, and I was just mopey. It was the weirdest 3 minutes of my life. That first crack, I was just like, this fucking sucks, dude.
He turned you into a girlfriend.
I was so bummed.
I chipped Dub Davidoff's tooth.
Really?
Crunch down in Astor Place had a ring, and we all went after the cellar. Keith, Colin, Dove, and me went over there and just put gloves on, no mouthpieces or anything. We just started fighting. And Colin was coming in, but he was like
Colin can box a little, right?
Colin can box, but he goes down like to his knees and then goes up and goes down. So he kept doing.
It's called boxing, Bobby.
No, but he was
doing this weird thing with his hands where he was like putting them in my face really quickly.
He's like, dude, he didn't keep his head in one place. It was crazy. He was going down, then up, then down.
He was squatting. Like squatting.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
That's the way some boxers box.
Squatting down, dude. It was fucking weird. And he just kept going down and up.
Was he making weird noises like?
He made
I'm
a
gonna
weird.
get ya,
he made a weird noise when he came up, and I hit him in the ribs.
Ooh.
I just hooked him, and he went. And then you heard Keith go, ah. And then Dove jumped in, and I cracked Dove in the face. And I chipped his
beat
tooth.
everyone's ass?
No, Dove's a boxer. Dove,
I didn't realize you cleaned house this night, Bobby. Where's this story?
Dove went like this. He went, Bobby, you chipped my tooth. And just lit me up.
Really?
Like 6 shots to my head. I was like, hey.
Dove used to box, right?
Dove's fast as shit. Yeah.
Well, everyone's 50 now.
Yeah.
No one's fast anymore.
Yeah, I'll pull a hamstring. I got a fucking bad ACL.
Yeah.
What?
How about Jacob versus DJ Lou?
Touch football.
I would love to get a fucking one of you guys to fight.
Oh, Jacob.
Jacob would be down. Jacob would be down to fight anybody. He doesn't go fuck.
I want to fight.
You do?
Ooh.
He just wants to fight anybody, dude.
I've always wanted to spar and train. My only problem is my surgery.
Neck. You're in great
I have
shape,
metal
though.
in my neck. But
but that's
I
more
want to
badass,
fight so
dude.
bad.
You have a metal neck.
I'll fight Keith with my left arm tied behind my back.
That's fair. A Keith in a stroke match?
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Let's do that. We'll do a stroke match.
I'm with Lewis. I love the idea of training and being ready for a fight and just getting in the best shape.
We could turn you into a fucking killer.
For sure.
No, you got to join Team Rattlesnake. We'll turn you into a killer, dude.
Yeah, okay.
You kidding me, dude?
Look at the fucking clowns he's working with.
Well, Jacob,
yes,
clowns. First of all, I'll make a side bet with you. I'll bet you that Team Rattlesnake beats Team Butterleaf. We win more matches than you guys.
Now with this, the first one's the father's. Now whoever does it gets power of attorney over the other one. All fiscal decisions for the rest of their lives.
I feel very confident that Team Rattlesnake is going to fucking clean sweep it.
That's crazy.
Alex Stein, I didn't realize how much bigger he is than Harrington, like height wise, but I don't think that's going to matter. He's never done it before, right?
He's
Alex
never
Stein?
done it before. I've watched Alex Stein train. He's a big guy. He's not really training with Butterly though, so he's on that side of the bracket. But I wouldn't necessarily claim him as Team Butterly.
Oh, I absolutely claim him
you do
as
claim
Team
him,
Butterly.
okay. Well, he's about to get-
He was instantly just an
the
out-of-pocket
man.
retard.
He
That's
rules.
my
By the way,
guy.
Alex
Stein fucking rules.
I was not sure how I was going to feel about Alex Stein, but he was so fucking fun to hang out with at Skankfest. He was hilarious.
We're getting together next week.
Yeah, dude, Alex. No, Harrington can't fight for shit, but
Harrington almost doesn't even look like a human being next to Alex Stein.
No. But I'm going to tell you right now, Harrington's going to wipe the floor with Alex Stein. I know Harrington. I've watched Alex Stein training a little bit.
Okay.
You got to just... There's just something about a guy who's been there before and done it before, and neither of them can really fight.
You think Dylan's gonna win?
Yeah, I think Dylan's going to win, dude. Dylan's fucking pissed.
He's pissed. Krakamiko, is he trained at all, or has he just been in jail?
My understanding is that Krakamiko has not been training at all.
Actually.
A little bit of both?
I don't think Krakamiko's been training much.
He has been training.
We'll see.
I don't want to say too much about what's up with Crack, but I think he's
Performance enhancing drugs?
He's going
what do you
to
mean?
continue the public humiliation.
Oh no, he's going to write
Dylan.
a rap song. He's just released some T-shirts today. Dylan, he's in Dylan's head, but Dylan's also a tall, lanky, athletic kid. Like legit. Like I spar with Dylan. Dylan
I don't
can't
know.
fight.
I think you're looking at the shape of his T-shirts too much.
No,
Because when
dude,
that thing comes off, he's
he's got a little bit of a dad bod, but that's fine.
Who?
Dylan.
He's kind of shaped like an electric
sure.
toothbrush.
He's not in great shape.
No, he's not in shape. He's just thin.
He's just young and athletic enough, and he's got really long arms. Did I spar with Dylan? And because he's doesn't know how to fight, he doesn't play the game, so it's just kind of wild
That is
shit.
fucked up. I hate that.
Yeah, you're like, dude, you shouldn't be able to even hit me, but here's Dylan punching me in the face right now. It should never happen, but he just doesn't.
Dude, box right. Dude, seriously, start boxing right. Dude, stop that shit.
When you're sparring,
it doesn't count.
You go, then he goes, defense, offense, and it's kind of a dance. You go back and forth. And when you get a spaz who's never done anything before, they just start wailing their arms at you, and you're like, there's no rhythm here.
Dude, you're
it's like getting beat by a girl in a video game.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a
leg
real life
leg kick.
IRL button masher. But it's not going to count.
Me and Carla almost broke up years before we did. Me and my ex-wife, because we went to a party at her friends from law school's house. These prissy people, you know what I mean? Uptight group. And I show up there, and they were like trying to find some common ground, and they had Madden football on PlayStation something 2 or whatever, and I was like, oh yeah, did anybody play this at all? And then the guy goes, I don't really play at all, but I'll play.
Oh no.
And just beat me. Like we're just throwing like bombs and just somehow was just doing the wrong thing, and I'm like, and then he's like, and I was like, dude, you want to run it back, play again? He's like, no, dude, I don't really care. And then you're sitting there, and then Carla goes,
really punt this time, seriously.
and then my ex-wife goes, oh, they have Mortal Kombat? I'll play a Mortal Kombat against you. And then she did that. She beat me with a low kick.
Over and over again?
Over and over and over again. I was like,
When
and I'm with strangers who she's trying to impress herself, and I'm going like, it's not really playing the game if you just keep hitting the one button, though. It's not really how you play the game. It doesn't make any sense.
Finish him, and she button mashes the fatality.
Fatality. Humiliation.
He's not a real man. This guy likes to suck cock.
Yo, it was so I was furious. And she's just like, oh, I don't know how to use the buttons. I go, but you see there is 4 of them, right? And you can try any other combination of them.
5 including block.
What was that video game? Tekken. You remember Tekken?
Yeah.
Tekken
With
Tag
Eddie-
we would play. Eddie Gordo, he's the cheapest one.
Yeah,
I would always play with Eddie
the,
Gordo.
The kick, the shin kick.
Yeah, he did capoeira.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shin kick, and the other one was in Street
cartwheel
Fighter,
thing.
Dalsum. Would throw those. You could never get close if they just learned how to throw.
Dawson was
long.
just he was easy.
stretchy
to get
guy.
past, dude.
No, if
Eddie-
somebody used Dalsum right,
Yeah.
or just did the thing where they would just learn they could do like the long punches.
Yeah.
It's hard to get close.
I would do Eddie Gordo and King was my Tekken Tag
Like
combo.
King was good.
King with the tiger
pro
head, the
wrestling
fucking
moves.
pro wrestling dude. And I would just fucking come in. I would learn the combos because King would have like a 15 hit like fucking combo, and you just try to land that one time and just win without being touched. Oh, it was satisfying.
So satisfying.
You guys don't have a Xbox or anything here, do you?
Yeah, we
You guys
do.
wanna-
I
you
can
guys wanna load one
run
up?
the whole fucking room. Let's go.
Some
Fire
Tekken?
up Street Fighter 6 right now.
There's the new Mortal Kombat 1's out now. Everyone's all about that.
No, Tim didn't take my bet that his team was gonna beat. Team
What's
Rattlesnake.
the terms? Because if
He
it's
did dance
financial, let's maybe get more creative than that.
That's a way to say I'll eat human shit, but I am not going to spend any money on this.
I'm not losing any money on this. I'm not losing money on fucking Krakamiko and Danny Tubbs.
I will suck a dog's dick as a loss before I put any more money into this thing.
Yeah, before I bet real money on my fictitious rapper friend.
Yeah, I think Paco's going to smoke Danny Dubs.
No, I think that'll be a dogfight.
Do you?
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Paco's pretty athletic. Man.
I know.
Paco
It's
is
gonna
a
be
pretty
cool.
athletic dude.
It's gonna be cool.
Is Danny Dubs athletic?
He's been in Muay Thai for way longer than me. He's been like training his fucking dick off. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna like that one.
I hope so. I don't think so though. I think Paco's going to smoke him.
This is straight up boxing. Straight up
all
boxing.
boxing. All boxing.
There's no.
I shook Danny.
I can't do any of the stuff
Danny
I'm already
Dubs.
good at.
Danny Dubs is the fucking man, dude. So I fucking, but I dapped him up, gave him a fucking hug, and I felt his body, and it was like a skinny fucking dainty
skeleton-y.
Dainty boy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why
Paco's
you think. Why do you think you have like this sense for like touching dudes and
I have
like
a sense, dude.
like you have?
I got a feeling. I saw it. I touched his body, and then I saw.
Lewis. Oh, run for the hills, dude.
Dude, I saw his entire fighting future flash before my eyes.
You're out of
Dude.
your
He's gonna
mind.
get knocked out by Paco in 2
Look at
rounds.
these arms are fucking stronger than they've ever been.
Yeah.
Son, you did. Look at that. That's,
Lewis has dead zone powers. He's like, you have a bitch in your heart. It's not too late. It's not too late. You could train.
I saw all of his future crimes. I was like,
it's not too late. You can change things.
Lewis has birthing hips though. All his power's in his hip. He's got wide hips.
Yeah.
He throws that punch, he's gonna fucking hit you right in the chin. I love you. I love you so much, dude. Since I met you a couple times, but I think my boy's gonna fucking knock your head
Bobby.
off.
Thank you for the fucking support, my brother.
Lewis is coming like a centaur.
I'll bet right now. I'll bet you $5 Lewis wins.
When I'm legally his father, I'm going to give him the same kind of support that you're giving him right now, and I think that that's really great for you to kind of like get him to that point for me.
It'd be funny if Lewis loses and then you guys have a rematch and he goes, look, the father in me is really rooting for you to win, Lewis, but as your opponent, I have to try to knock you out.
Just so you know, there ain't going to be no rematch.
No rematch, no matter what. If you lose, you're going to just eat that forever.
I'll eat that forever.
Okay.
I'm not going to ask for a rematch.
Apollo Creed said the same thing.
He did, and then he fucking bullshitted.
I mean,
everyone's calling him corny.
Well, if I win and it's really close and everyone's saying Tim won, then it might eat me inside. I might need a rematch in that case.
They go, wow.
I'm
going to
go. I'm satisfied actually.
Have you ever been knocked out?
Good question. Not by a punch.
By a kick?
No, not in a fight. No. But I've been
during gay sex. Dude, he just took it into his throat and just shut him down, dude.
You were knocked out. He goes, once. I was hit by a motorcycle.
I got knocked out once in my life too, and it wasn't in a fight. It was in a game of tag in the 6th grade.
Bitch.
It was no, dude.
You tagged me really hard, doggy.
No, dude. He fucking we had to run toward the wall. Like the base was the wall. It was like a flag tag or something.
Bag here on the show.
So
bag tag.
So I'm running toward the wall, and the kid went to go tag me, and I like jumped toward the wall, but he also like pushed me at the same time that I'm jumping, and I just fucking like a missile. My head just fucking slammed directly into the wall, and then I woke up in the nurse's office. Like I don't remember getting there, like straight up real deal concussed.
I had that. My only like unconscious knockout was little kid. My mom worked at a daycare across the street from my school. So I would just go there after school and wait for her to get done. We'd go home. And so it was little kids playing on all these like little jungle gyms and swing sets. And I'd go out there and kind of dick around with the kids a little bit. And I remember a soccer ball where something just got kicked over by the swing sets. And I don't know why the timing worked out so good on this. I just remember reaching down.
Oh, I'll get that for you.
To pick up the ball. And it was, it's small, but I was little. It's the swings. It's like 2 kids on each side. It's like 2 benches facing each other. It was like that kind of swing.
Yes. It's almost a metal and kind of clunky.
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking
about. And I just remember looking up and just seeing the feet, back of the feet, just wham, and knocked me into a stack of big fake truck tires that, was one of the things you can climb in, and just my ass hanging out of it. And then I just remember people pulling me out of it and just going up like, I'm like, what happened? And they were like, you were out, man.
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
But just being your ass hanging out of a pile of tires is a pretty funny way to be found. I think your boy's dead over there.
Well, take you to the nurse's office. You can do anything about those little birds flying around your head.
Yeah. That was the only time I think I was ever been like knocked out. Yeah, I think I got a good chin.
Why would you think that?
Because I've never been knocked out. I've been hit a bunch. It's not like I just avoid all the punches.
Yeah, no, I've been
I love that
sucker
Lewis
punched.
just came out with a logical answer. Because I've never been knocked out and I've been hit in the face a lot.
True, yeah.
That's a good
DJ
point.
Lou, I assume for some reason you've been knocked
But
out
how do
once
you
or
know-
twice.
I,
in your
I,
life.
dude, I have a perfect hang gliding safety record, dude. I've never once crashed.
Well, I mean, no, but I have been, like, I've been punched in the face very, very hard to the point where I'm like, oh, well, even, I'll tell you, when Jason Ellis punched me in the face at Skankfest, that was the hardest I've ever been punched in my entire life.
What was that like?
It fucking hurt. I thought he split my lip from my nose to my chin. Like, I felt, I was like, you see
With
me.
gloves.
Yeah, I check. I was like, oh shit, dude. I was like, my lip is split. I thought like my jaw was cracked from here. He fucking hit me, but then when you watch the video back, I literally just go like that, and I come forward, and that was like legit. Like,
It rattled you.
yeah, he fucking hits hard. Jason Ellis hits hard as a motherfucker.
Lou, have you ever been knocked out in some sort of a bar fight?
By alcohol.
Just alcohol? Jacob, you've never been knocked out. Christine's never been in a real fight. She said she used to fight with her friends, and then that always gets dialed back to nothing impressive
That was
whatsoever.
with witchcraft.
Yeah, through witchcraft. Yeah, it's like Charmed.
Yeah.
Are you wearing
Espiritus! She's just throwing the spells at each other.
Expelliarmus.
All right.
Expelliarmus Espiritus! It's fucking Doctor Strange spells. Espiritus multiverse!
Calm down, Hermione.
Is this with headgear he got?
No, we're doing no headgear.
No headgear.
Headgear sucks.
I do feel like when I did it, the only time I ever did it was Vecchione, and we put the headgear on. I thought it was in the way more than anything. I was like, the other reason I thought I couldn't really do much with it, I'm like, this thing keeps like every time it's getting tapped, it's like moving over your eye.
Yeah,
And
they should have made it tighter on you. But it's headgear. Just like I spar with it sometimes, just because it's fucking.
Why not?
You don't want to fucking just take too much damage. But more than anything else, it feels like you're suffocating. It feels like. Have you done MMA in headgear?
No.
Dude.
My
oh
head's
God,
already
dude.
big enough, dude. Every MMA sparring round I've ever had, my head gets stuck in something. You know?
It feels like, dude, it feels like you're underwater. Like I would freak out. I would fucking tear it off my face.
Remember we did karate and they had headgear for karate, and the karate gloves, and the karate boots. At the bottom of your foot out.
Yeah.
Remember those fucking stupid things?
It was like red, almost foam.
Like shin pads, basically.
It was foam,
No, they
but
were
it just
they were
covered
on
your
your
knuckles.
feet. They were almost like
Like
foot
a flap.
covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like foam boots with no bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's before they figured out
Like Mario
It's
Brothers.
before they figured out like striking sparring and other martial arts. They didn't want to make it like boxing, so they're like, this is karate stuff. But you're like, well, boxing gear would probably just work better for karate sparring. They'd have like it was like almost like what do they call them? A lacrosse mask.
It was weird.
Yeah, bizarre.
I'll tell you what, the safety procedures, what they're using. Do you see the practice helmets in the NFL now? They're silly looking. They make them wear different helmets for practices, and they're just like they look like Brainiac. I mean, they're so bring up the practice. They're so huge on their heads. It's so silly. It's like just do lower impact.
That's the thing. Though, like kids aren't playing football as
Yeah,
much.
this is the NFL. This is how the NFL practices.
I want them to make those the regular helmets in the game. I mean, that looks like an afro.
It's insane looking, and that's the whole preseason. Is that?
That looks like the dude's hair.
It's just so they don't take as much CTE.
Of course, yeah. But I mean,
Oh,
like,
is that just the cover on top of a regular helmet?
yeah, but they have to wear it on all the practice, so they just
helmet
look
on a helmet.
ridiculous.
Yeah. They don't do football as much. So like the local football in my town, I think you can do regular football, but like it's just like a thing where they don't really put little kids into football the same way they used to.
No.
Whereas you
Like,
go to like
a former alcoholic coach is blowing a whistle in your face and calling you a little pussy, and you're pissing in your fucking pants. And
Not here, but they'll put that like where the place where football counts for still.
no, I mean I'm sure in my town in Jersey you could probably join real football pretty easily. I'm sure the high school has real football. It's just the type of thing where when parents talk about it, like parents are like, yeah, my kid's not fucking playing football. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Would you want James to play?
No.
Now our friend Michelle, her son's 17 now.
He's like good, right?
He's really good, and he plays like but it's like it's no shit.
My friend John Hickey's little brother, James Hickey, he in the 9th or the 10th grade, he was a very athletic kid, big kid. Just fucking during a high school football game, flipped over a dude, broke his leg, bone through the fucking thing. That was his entire career. That was it. And he's like a football coach now, but it's like he was supposed to like be. I mean, honestly, maybe he recovered. I have no idea, but it was like a fucking huge deal to the point where it's like, how is that worth it for your?
They know how to get me in movies where they play.
But
that,
more
that
than
thing
likely,
up.
you're not going to get to the NFL, right? Maybe
sure.
maybe if you're that good, you'll never really know. But like, at what point is it like worth like battering your 16-year-old kid's body to that point? You have like fucking men throwing their bodies into your kid's
Depends on
body.
the people. That in movie, they'll get me with that in movies in a heartbeat. What was that? The program? Was that the one where he got his mom, the door knocker? And he remembers like a door like knocker. He goes, mom goes, when I go to the pros, I'm going to buy you that house. And then the next like game, he gets like his knee broken. It's one of those like this will never be right again. Like he's fine. Just like they put you through the emotions of that. Like man. Banking on something that can end so fast. There's also people when you get to that college level that are so huge, and then they come at like, to some degree. That Johnny Manziel guy almost did it right, even though it's all fun. Do you know who he is? Johnny Football.
I heard the name.
It's a great documentary, one of the Untolds about him on Netflix. But he was Heisman Trophy as a freshman. Came in and like saved this team. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the college he played for. But Texas A&M maybe, but he was just like the hero, and he loved it. He loved being the man in college, and then he got the opportunity. It was like, if you get caught doing this, you can lose your NFL draft status. He was like, I don't care, because he found out like he wasn't making enough money. If he signed jerseys,
oh yeah, I remember this story,
and give it to people, he'd get like $3,000 a jersey signature, and he would just do that over and over. And it was having all this fucking money at Texas A&M. He had all this fucking money. And then he just got to the NFL, and he was like, yeah, I don't really like the pressure of this, but they just gave him a guaranteed millions of dollar contract. He is currently right now wealthy. He lives, him and his boys just partied as hell. Like, I thought that usually the documentaries end in like, and then he had to get together, or this is the things he lost, and he has to deal with that the rest of his life. He's like,
I'm learning to adjust to it
He's
now.
like, I'm out of my contract. Just shows him and his boys drinking beer and throwing darts outside by his pool. He's like, life's pretty great. He broke every rule. It's the best part of the documentary when he smiles and nods yes when they go, rumor had it that he wanted to party so hard on the weekends and Saturday nights that he would have his fourth string quarterback go in and take his drug test, and then just cuss to Johnny Manziel going, yeah. Such a great scene. And maybe he's like, I did do that for sure. And it's just like, he was like, yeah, I don't know, what am I going to go out there? He's like, I think it was another one of those situations. And Lewis, you don't have to worry about something like this. A father, how many times that happens? A father pushing somebody into something they have no interest. That's I see that a lot in pro sports all the time. Like the heartless players. Ben Simmons was the guy on the Sixers who was just like gutless and decided not to play and said it was mental and all this kind of goofy shit. His dad was a player who was kind of like relegated to playing overseas and stuff. And you see it's those guys who like drive, and the kid's like, I don't really like doing this that much. Yeah. But like I have to, and I'm 6'10", so what am I going to do? Not play? Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Yeah, my father, he pushed me into
traffic,
not having a father. Yeah, just coping.
But when you wouldn't want James to do, I know we got a break here in a second. You would push. If James was like, hey Dad, I don't like jiu-jitsu anymore.
Oh, not that you would never go again.
Not that you don't want to. Like, I think you should push. I wish I would have pushed Isabella more to do stuff, something, just try different things. But like, if they don't want to do it,
he's very interested in everything. He'll try everything a little bit, right? And he got pretty good at jiu-jitsu, and he's into it. There's times where he'll be like, "Oh, I don't feel like going today," and it's my job as a parent to go, well, no. I was like, I understand right now you don't feel like going, but once you're there, you're gonna really enjoy it. You're gonna regret not going. Once the class starts, you're gonna regret not going. And I always have that little pep talk with him. Many times, there's been a few times where he hasn't wanted to go, and every time he goes, "No, you're right, Dad," and then he goes and he has a great time.
Also, you want to understand You want to understand commitment too.
I do the same thing with Max. Max once in a while will not want to go, and I'll just give him a little pep talk. I'll switch up the day. I'll be like, "You don't go today. You got to go Saturday," and he'll switch it up. But I think making him go to jiu-jitsu, not making him, but kind of helping him get there. And every time he's done, he's like, I'm glad I went.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Because Don won't let him play football at all. She won't let him ever play. She wants nothing to do
I do
with
the
it.
exact opposite. I go, oh, did you have a tough day of having everything in your entire life provided for you? Oh, I'm so
piece of
sorry. You don't
shit.
feel like working out a little bit? Get the fuck in the car. Get your shit. Get your flip-flops. Get in the car. Please, dude, we gotta go.
I just show him pictures of me last year. Is this what you want? Because this is inside you.
You know, genetically,
this is in you.
You're supposed to be a fat pussy. Get in the car.
You could
You're
be this.
embarrassing our whole family.
You're gonna take the
wear
fucking
that on your
day off.
shoulders.
Oh no, dude! Do you need a quiet night? Get out of my fucking face,
Do
dude.
you want 6 fats in your life?
If
Do you want 19 different headshot styles?
Louis J. Gomez and Tim Butterly are going to be fighting in the Carnival of Combat in St. Petersburg, Florida. That's November 4th. It's right around the corner, everybody. Tickets are available at carnivalofcombat.com. It's going to be so, and they'll be streaming also, correct?
Streaming carnivalcombat.com. Streaming if you guys want to fight, if you're in the Florida area, if you want to take a part in it, we're doing all the fan fights, we're doing a bunch of fun stuff. Carnivalofcombat.com. Watch me knock out Tim Butterly on November 4th. Grab those tickets.
Lewis.
30 minutes with Louis J. Gomez. Also available right now on YouTube. You can catch Louis on tour with dates coming up in London, England, Belfast, Ireland, Glasgow, Scotland, and Amsterdam. That's going to be with Dave Smith, Zach Amico. I love it.
Lewis is
And then he's going to be back in
now.
Chicago October 27th and 28th for tickets and all tour dates, lewisofskanks.com. And Tim Butterly's going to be in Cleveland, Ohio, October
Get him,
19th.
son!
And in
Get
St.
him!
Louis,
You can do it, son!
St. Louis, October 20th and 21st. Go to timbutterly.com for tickets. They are two of the funniest motherfuckers. Make sure you go see them. RobertKellyLive.com, BigJComedyLive.com. I'm in D.C. this weekend. You are in...
I am in Rochester, New York.
Rochester,
Comedy at the
Carlson.
Carlson. Please check us out. We'll see you guys. in a
we
little
might
bit.
be back
we
for a
might
minute.
be. It's the Bonfire.
And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. But they fought with expert timing. There were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up. They were chopping them down. It's an ancient Chinese art.
Okay, we have
minute
a
20.
minute and 5 seconds left.
Minute 5 seconds. Lewis, you didn't put me in the fucking video.
Oh.
He's not in the
I
video.
did not edit that video.
I was not in the skank.
I was not the editor. of
You
the
saw
video.
it though.
I did saw it.
But you saw it and you didn't put me in
saw
it.
it.
And you didn't put
saw
me
it.
in it.
Everybody in China saw it. I can do a bunch of those for Bobby.
You saw it.
I saw it.
You saw it.
I didn't fucking check and go, oh, is everybody in the fucking video?
I would have liked actually a little bit more.
Not fucking everybody.
I'll tell you
I'm
what.
your father figure. You
His father
cried.
figure.
For now.
I'll tell you who else is hilariously left out
He
of it.
said for now.
Hilariously left out of it. Dave Smith.
One of the Legion of Skanks.
One of the
Legion of
skanks.
Skanks is also
Dude,
not.
when
in
they sent me the video, I don't go like, oh, let me check for the fucking names.
Whatever,
here. It's just a
whatever.
fun little
Bonfire.
recap. Be more impactful to the editors. That's what I
Yeah,
say.
whatever.
Stay on top
Be
of those
more
editors.
impactful.
Everybody,
Be more
Tim
impactful.
Butterly and Louis J. Gomez are going to be fighting
Dead
fisticuffs.
Man Walking, Tim Butterly, November 4th.
I changed sides. I'm on
CarnivalCombat.com.
Butterly's side.
CarnivalComedy.com, TimButterly.com, LewisofSkanks.com, Robert Kelly Live, Big J Comedy Live. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.